start recording.
Sir, would you like to give the who would like to give the recap?
I think Shadow Chernobyl would love to give the recap today. Let me get him. It's me, Shadow Chernobyl. I'm here to give the recap today.
That sounds a lot like Sarah.
I don't know what that means. We wake up and Seal spends the entire morning talking to That's not true, it wasn't the entire morning. Seal talks to Baxter about the Feywild, about the book, and they talk about weird plants and birds and frogs with teeth, and Seal tells a lovely story about a frog sinking on a lily pad. It's fun. Baxter lends him a copy of the book to read, and then after we go and travel. We're on our way to the town, and then after 3 days of travel, not from that session, from the previous session, whatever. We approach New Haven, but before we can get there, Kinsey gets a secret fun little message from Droma asking him to discreetly slip away from the rest of the party with Yule as not to attract any suspicion. Kinsey and Yule are pulled away by crystal magic, and the rest of the party immediately decides to follow and crash Droma's little smoke cloud stealth party. Droma tells Kinsey that a picture of him in the Gay Wolf's Tavern circulated, and people know that he was in Militate with Droma, so they can't communicate by the Sending Stone for a while Droma sorts that all out, but he assures us that everything will be fine. He's just gotta lie low. Nothing bad happens between Droma and the Weaver boys, so that's good. He takes Yule away, and they bid us a very sad farewell. I hope they're okay. After that, we travel to the city and learn a bit about it. It's got a social safety net, less class divide than usual, but there's still annoying rich people, whatever, who cares? We look around for clothes and find a tailor stand. Xerxes buys a dress shirt with rose cufflinks. Kinsey gets a whole new custom outfit made that he can pick up the next day. We go to the Grassy Grass Tavern and ask about Aether. No one's seen him. We leave. We go to the Gay Handsome Bear Tavern and get rooms. And then we also ask about Aether again, and we find out that he's no longer in town and is heading further east with 2 other people, a Water Genasi and a Tiefling. Then we go to the Useless Magic Shop and find some fun little trinkets. Seal engages in shenanigans with a beast pendant that makes you a little beastie. There's a reflective glass orb. There's a silly bear dream ring. Kinsey gets a disguised self scroll and a phoenix bracer that sets his hands on fire and blows everything up when he dies. There's a wizard head that summons a spectral red squirrel. A Baxter buys a mood ring. Kinsey is almost recognized by the shopkeep, but it's fine. We go back to the tavern, have lunch, talk about cooking with Baxter while Kinsey copies down the spell. After that, everyone leaves, and Xerxes and Wes stay at the table for a bit, and Xerxes watches Wes draw things, and he draws Xerxes. It's fun. Xerxes goes upstairs, uses the mirror to look at Gray's memories. We see some creepy stuff like businessmen stealing collarbones, killing guys, and gay sex. Gray and his father had apparently been to Xerxes' house before, and they'd met. If you remember some fun Silver Spine family tidbits, Kinsey is contacted by Fiorella on Calder's Sending Stone, who asks him to come home, and apparently Ephira is hunting him. He finishes copying the spell and disguises himself as his good buddy Salzir and explains gay star-crossed lover's chest to Seal. He spends the rest of the night working on Sticky Hands while Seal reads the Feywild book, and that night has a very normal Weaver Dream good thing. I don't have to worry about any of that. Not my problem. Seal wakes up the next morning and talks to Baxter for a bit, and he sees a weird box with a symbol on it. And he wants to go downstairs and show it to Kinsey, but before he can go downstairs to have breakfast, Baxter shows Seal a weird gem he found called the Essence of the fucking Feywild, and it becomes a weird bracelet on his left hand, and he charms Seal and wipes any memory of the box and of the Weaver asking him to look into Baxter. It sucks and I hate it here. That wasn't fun. Everything's normal and everyone eats breakfast. We talk about where we're gonna go. Apparently the Weaver's gonna tell us the next day, according to Seal. Xerxes gets metal supplies. Baxter and Wes go to talk to the guards about Aether. Kinsey and Seal pick up clothes at the tailor's. Apparently the guards spotted Aether leaving with 2 other people, presumably the Tiefling and Water Genasi that were mentioned earlier. And they suspect that they were heading northeast, but who knows? And then we leave town and end session. Yay!
Woo! Okay. Salem. Seraph knows more than I. We're gonna go with what I said for what Baxter said.
Uh-huh.
Instead of the Weaver
Yeah.
saying not to look at. Yeah. Hey guys. I mean, hey guys. So you guys are starting a trip out, kind of just straight east right now. After gathering your horses, the hilly, grassy plains kind of stretch out for miles and miles in every direction. Some small sections are cut out, forming paths, but all of you, ignore them. Moving directly between two possible destinations. Coalbanks, the wonderful mining town, kind of overshadowed by the Silver Spine legacy, and perhaps a harsher travel from there to the next city. And of course, Westport Docks, the newly most frequented docks after bandits had overrun Athela, even before the massive rift opened and destruction wreathed the city. You all make your way forward, though, riding your horses towards the weighted sun, with a singular goal in mind. So, wonderful friends, do anything on the trip? Or are we cruising for about 2.5 days?
Anybody got anything funny to say?
Kinsey's working on a sticky hand as we go.
Okay.
Um,
Can I roll a Google check? Sorry.
roll a perception check.
Yay! Shit. For 10.
No Googers in sight.
No Googers? Oh, thank God.
I have the ability to hide messages now on Roll20.
Whoa.
whoa.
Must have been hidden.
This message
okay.
has been hidden. I didn't see what it said. Oh, they did make the HP bars really ugly.
Mhm.
I just saw it.
I think Xerxes is gonna try like getting started on working on like some of her like armor and weapons projects, but like first I think she wants to try like making a sending stone.
Okay. Alright. So I guess we'll skip to the first camping.
Yeah.
And so you guys travel forward. You guys look ahead. It is most likely going to be hills for the entire 3 days. Little bits of rivers maybe cutting in between, but it is kind of boring out here.
Well, can I have a little fishy moment?
Can we like
Yes.
roll down the hills?
Yeah?
Yeah,
For
they
fun?
are pretty.
We're gonna
Some
walk?
of the hills are actually like a little steep. So you could
Well,
steep in a good way, steep in a good way, steep in a good way.
okay.
There's no, like,
Not boring to roll down.
hits that lead to, like, the Fey Dark or anything at the bottom, right?
Should we do
I-
a
Roll a
roll
perception check?
Just want to make
Roll
sure so that
perception,
we don't have Baxter roll down into a hole, okay?
Oh, we're rolling down hills. Whoa!
Oh, he falls in the hole again. Okay, perception roll for dangerous holes.
No
Seal,
holes.
you open your eyes up, you look
Shit.
around. Same with you, Wes. Seal, you first. You look around. You are confident there is not a single possible little pit or hole or even rocks that could be dangerous rolling down these hills. This is a fun experience.
There's nothing out here.
There's nothing to be worried at. This is
Yeah,
basically a
this is
bouncy
Safest
house.
thing ever.
Yeah.
Wes, you look around. You do see a couple of rocks here and there, but no holes, none, nada. Xerxes, you looking around with a more keen eye as someone who doesn't want to roll down the hill. Kind of look around. You see rocks, stones, stuff you probably wouldn't want to roll down onto. And you do catch a glimpse of a hole, not anything egregious, but if you fell in there, you might break something.
Is Kinsey and Steel about to roll down this stairs?
Is there a river?
Yeah, there's a river.
Okay, can I fish?
Yeah.
Even before this whole perception for the whole shenanigan thing, I was gonna have Xerxes yell at them to be careful, but now, like... Seal! What are you doing? Get up!
I'm going down.
No!
It looks pretty safe. There's just some rocks.
Can I, like, try and snatch him?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do athletics v athletics. I think. Yeah.
I wonder if the barbarian has any
What?
advantage on
Oh
this.
my god!
Oh.
Ah!
Oh no.
I rolled
Oh,
a
no.
3!
Xerxes. Yeah! +1!
So
Nice +1!
You're about to like roll down the hill, and Xerxes like rushes over and grabs your arm.
What the fuck?
Do you not see? Oh my god! I forgot to need glasses.
I don't need glasses.
Do you not see this like stone outcropping down below there?
Do I?
He like is pointing
look-
at it.
It's like pointed out. Fuck, there's like a pit. There's a pit right there at the bottom of the hill.
I mean,
Oh.
it's not like that big.
What? It is a hole into the ground. What do you mean? It's not that big. You didn't even see it for a second ago.
Mhm.
Why don't you go maybe 3-4 meters to the left and roll? It seems a lot nicer here.
I guess so.
Drags him to kind of a more boring looking part of the hill, but it's like it doesn't have sharp stones in a pit.
Is it less steep here?
It's a little less steep, yeah.
What-
We are going to cross over this hill and we will see another hill and another hill for kilometers. It will be days of hills. You'll find another one.
I won't roll down it anymore, I guess.
It like gives Baxter an exasperated look.
He's like shrugs. He has kind of like a smile on his face.
Has Kinsey successfully gotten a fish at this point?
Yeah, we'll say that you can easily get a fish. You're good at this.
Can I get a live fish?
Yeah.
Can I try and
I'm
sneak
gonna-
up behind? Am I
gonna
gonna
have you
have
roll
to
a
roll
check.
for a live fish? Okay.
Yeah.
What am I rolling? Hey, Victor.
Sleight of hand.
'Kay.
I'm stuck in this pit.
Morbius.
Yeah, you can grab a live fish.
I'm seeing Morbius is typing.
And can I sneak up behind Seal?
Only a stealth check.
Okay.
Seal, you're a little down the dumps. Only a perception.
Oh!
Oh my god.
I don't think you can succeed at perception check.
No.
Roll a nat 20.
Well, it's still a higher natural 20.
Well,
Like-
no, I have a +3 to perception.
Oh, okay. Roll a perception check.
What did I say? What did I say? You were gonna get a nat 20. I called it.
Meets it, beats it!
Let's go.
I didn't
Wait,
even,
meets it beats it for who?
I
Wait.
wasn't even. I
This
wasn't
would
even.
be-
I wasn't even planning on rolling. I thought we'd just go off of passive.
I think this means Seal succeeds.
Oh no.
Kinsey, Seal, you hear really, really quiet footsteps behind you. And you are so fast to turn your head to Kinsey. What are you doing, Kinsey?
I'm holding a live fish and reaching for the back of his shirt.
Can I slap the fish out of his hands and into his face?
It's just mean.
Yeah. Sure. Kinsey, how much are you resisting this fish getting shoved in your hand?
I
This
am
is such a weird
resisting it.
scenario. Okay, awesome. This is probably athletics.
Okay.
Contested athletic check.
Okay. Well, could I do like an acrobatics check to dodge? Maybe. Oh no.
Sure.
I don't know that I can beat.
In that case.
Oh, 9/11.
Awesome, perfect.
Hey, is 9/11 equivalent to a nat 30?
I don't think so.
You watch like Gray like
I
choke
mean,
to the
the
side.
chances.
Yeah, Gray shows up and he saves me.
How many
Yeah.
years ago did 9/11 happen? 20?
Yesterday,
2001,
actually.
right? Yeah, yesterday.
Uh,
Oh shit, guys!
22.
For
Oh.
future
22.
listeners.
22?
It's
Almost
21.
22.
It happened no,
Yeah,
'cause
it's gonna be 22 on Sunday.
It happened
Yeah.
2001, didn't it?
Almost
Was it-
20.
Was it
Or wait, no, yeah.
01? So
Yeah, it
21
was-
I
years.
thought
yeah.
thought it was 2023 for some
It
reason.
is not.
You're all good.
I thought it was
Uh,
02, to be fair. I thought it was the year I was born.
I keep
It wasn't.
thinking that it's 2023.
Wow, Kinsey, this is unfortunate. You rolled a natural 20 and got that's
Mhm.
Kinsey,
I'm
you were so confident in being so stealthy. You almost got that fish down his shirt. You lift the fish up, Seal flings his arm around and slaps it right into your face.
Kinsey, try and catch it with mage hand.
You can just put your hands under you. Yeah, sure. The fish hits you in the face.
Well, yeah, but then can I catch it? After
Yeah, for
it
sure.
hits me. I wasn't saying because I already failed the dodge check.
Yeah. You can catch it.
Well, can I throw it at Seal?
You're throwing it like a, what do you say, an improvised weapon attack?
I don't think
Uh,
you're trying to do damage.
No,
Oh,
but
you
it
don't
would
have to.
still be.
Yeah.
Attack rolls are
Uh,
can be used to hit without doing damage.
Roll me a d20.
Mhm.
We'll give you proficiency because it's a fish.
Because it's a fish
Oh.
in hand.
Plus your
You-
dexterity.
Don't you?
So
always
that's
have
plus
proficiency? No, you
3, I think, right? Yeah, plus 3.
don't. Plus
What's your
strength
guys'
and proficiency is
in-
3.
And then I'm gonna say dex because it's a ranged attack. I don't think it
Um,
matters.
I don't think it matters. I rolled a 5.
What's your
Uh,
dex?
My dex is 16.
Yeah,
So
no.
plus, yeah.
Oh my god,
could you throw
everyone in my family is bringing food home.
Could you throw the fish and so you kind of like just like dodge out of the way?
Can I grab it?
Sure, fucking sure. Why not? It's a fish.
This fish is alive still.
This fish is having the worst day ever.
Or wait, like how loud are we being? Or like how close to everyone else are we?
I imagine we're not that far. And I do imagine there's noise being made because Kinsey is yelling at you.
Mhm.
Pretty sure we're just all watching this happen.
Fish fight.
I was thinking for a second if like other people weren't seeing that then we could fish them.
The truth, even. Peace isn't possible.
Peace is never an option.
I mean, Xerxes was just with you, Seal.
Yeah.
I imagine if you guys were really quiet about, you guys also just slapped a fish around.
Yeah.
We're throwing a fish back and forth.
You are noticed. You definitely see like Basha like looking at you guys like looking up from his journal every now and then. Would be a little hard to get the drop on somebody.
Can we just I guess I'll get Kinsey with the fish again.
Roll me. Oh. An improvised weapon attack. It's a fish. Why the fuck not have proficiency?
and what?
and your strength. This would be strength. Are you throwing it actually? Or are you swinging it?
I feel like swinging it is like pretty aggressive.
Did we be calculating
I'll
damage
toss
on the
it.
fish? Like, not on us,
no.
but on
No.
the fish.
Oh, on the fish?
Oh. The fish is not doing well.
Want it to burst.
We'll say because you're tossing it, we'll make it dexterity.
Okay. Oh.
Advantage of your armor class is higher than.
High five, boys.
Then 9.
It is, in fact, higher than 9.
And doesn't Kinsey always put on mage armor every time
Yeah.
he leaves
Yeah.
the
Uh-huh.
cover of a roof?
You guys are literally playing catch with a fish right now.
Can we continue playing catch with a fish without
Yeah.
rolling
Yeah,
more?
for sure.
Okay.
What are you
At a
doing
certain
over
point, it
there?
becomes less aggressive, and they're just throwing it back and forth.
Yeah.
They're playing toss the fish. It's a very common game.
Should we
that
see how
right?
far we can throw it? Hmm.
I wonder if Dr. Flex can catch it.
Ooh. Oh, but then we might not have a fish after that.
Well,
Hello?
get another one. Hi?
What are you doing?
I thought it was obvious.
Not a fish.
It's obvious what. Why are you doing that?
Hmm.
It's catch the
No.
trout.
Yeah.
Ve-
Common
Very
game.
common
Yeah.
games. there.
It's like- looks at like West for like agreement.
Yeah. Wes nods.
I've never heard of catch the trout. This is not a
Me
trout.
either.
Did you not spend time camping in the woods?
I did not find it was not in my interest to torture the aquatic life for fun.
Well, we were just playing with it. We weren't torturing it.
Is it still moving?
The fish is going.
Why is it breathing?
Well, it's
scaring me.
trying.
It's
Trying so hard.
Why is it trying to breathe, bro?
The fish is suffocating.
Worker, can you get out of here?
Can I eat the fish?
In trees. Oh no.
No, that was me jokingly saying that as part.
hmm
I parkour around, I swallow the fish whole, and I leave. Anyway,
Is Dr. Flex like watching this?
Yeah, of course. Dr. Flex is always watching.
Let's give him the fish.
Yeah, throw it and see if he goes after it.
Alright, I'll throw it. Come on.
Do you like throw it? While...
No,
you guys are rolling so good today.
it's okay. We're getting it out now.
You're getting it out.
I haven't
And
been
your
using
nat
my
20s?
physical dice. I haven't been using my physical dice. No.
Uh,
Dr. Fox try to catch it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go for. Are you guys are you like tossing it like a catch thing, or are you throwing it?
I'm gonna throw it like in the air,
Okay.
not like up high. Like I mean, because he hasn't flown, right?
Maybe he'll figure
Maybe
it
he'll
out
do
to
it.
get the food.
But,
Well,
like, you know.
Not on the 2.
Seal, if you could roll me an animal handling check.
Ooh, okay. Got no bonus. 6.
Nice.
I will be right back. Super fast.
Holy shit! I also just rolled a 5. Crazy.
No.
Let's go.
Second. Let's pull up my baby rock stats.
Dust them off.
Uh-oh. Okay. Dr. Flex does jump for it. Dr. Flex, in fact, like, jumps out of, like, I assume he's, like, in the little, either on Kinsey's arm or, like, in the pouch in front of Kinsey. But he jumps up, forward, like, right off of Kinsey, goes for the fish, chomps down a little under it, and starts falling.
What?
Aw.
Falling?
He jumped into the
and
air.
you can catch him. And he
Yeah,
jumps in the air.
Oh.
Do you catch him?
Try.
Yeah, you can reach out your arms to catch Dr. Fex. He's a little heavy, but you do watch, like, he literally jumped up, missed, and plummeted. But you grab him. You can easily grab him.
Oh, buddy. Oh. Can I throw the fish as if I'm like playing like catch with a dog?
Yeah. You toss it gently, and he kind of like gets it down in one gulp.
Yay.
Hello.
Okay, let's wait for Sage.
Yeah.
I'm back. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Dr. Fex did not catch the fish, and then
Oh no.
the seal fed him the fish anyway.
I threw it again.
Yeah, much lighter. Alright. Anything else everyone would like to do this fine, fateful evening?
Sending
Um,
stone.
Oh god.
Oh!
Hello.
Hello?
Sending stone. I want to work on the sending stone.
Okay. Roll me the coolest and crystals check in the world.
Okay. 20. Awesome. That's a 6 plus
we're doing real well, guys.
plus
Getting it now.
proficiency plus.
Yeah.
Is it just proficiency
And intelligence.
and intelligence? Okay, so it's plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Okay. The first one went really bad.
Mm-hmm.
This time, putting together all the pieces that you've currently different pieces of metal and different materials, you get a good start on it. You have a good idea that the next time you work on it, you should have it done,
Okay.
which is good because you have 3 more days left.
He's like,
Well,
he's,
not 3 more days. I lied.
mhm.
Yeah.
He's poking at him, and it's all just interference. It sounds terrible.
It's, you like talk through it and like, hello.
Get him too close, and it starts like feedback loop on it and stuff. Like, oh
Reaching.
goodness.
All right. Well, in that case,
Can I send Calder a message?
sure, yeah.
Calder, I'm sorry about all of that. Are you okay? Did they give you the stone back? I hope you're well.
Oh, hey, Kinsey. I'm doing all right. Your friend Rhythma was very mean, though. I hope you're all right. I think they're coming for you. That's what the woman said. That's it.
What was the name?
Rhythma.
Did I spell it right?
Yep.
Okay. He's fine. That's what I needed to know.
Alright. Anything else?
That's
Can
it?
I go talk to Xerxes?
Xerxes, you are. What are you up to? Are you working at the
Um,
Sending Stones when you are approached?
Yeah, I think she was like still poking at him. She's got like her like tool bag kind of next to her and like unrolled. Got like stuff sitting next to her, you know.
Can I have like done this like pretty soon after Xerxes like went into her tent actually?
Sure. Xerxes, You just like pulled out your materials. And Seal, what did you do?
Can I like peer into the tent, open the thing of it?
Sure.
Just like looking in.
You hear like a little ruffle.
He like looks over. I thought no boys were allowed.
Oh, are you working on something?
I'm about to. Why?
Can I see?
Alright, yes. I'm just making sending stones. Might work on my gun, my armor, I don't know. Needs a bit of a tune-up. It's been quite a while.
How do you make a sending stone? What do you do?
Ugh, well, first you've got to get all the mechanical inputs. Yes, you got to get all the metal you need. You got to get wiring, and then you have to carve runes, sigils into it.
It's like counting on his fingers the amount of stuff.
It's more complicated than that, but that's the gist of it. Arcane power source helps.
Can you just make like 1,000,000 of those?
I mean, it would take a lot of time. And materials.
Oh. What if like they were like really little?
If they were really little, I
Like
don't...
little pebbles.
At that point, I don't know why you wouldn't ask a magic caster to make the sending stone out of an actual small little pebble. Much more reliable, yes, than doing so mechanically. Less expensive. At a certain point, it becomes so small, I can't even work on it anymore, yes.
Yes.
Ugh. If you want to watch, if you must, sit somewhere. Make yourself comfortable, I guess.
I'll sit like crisscross somewhere in the tent.
Okay.
And watch.
And you see her like sort through her tools and like kind of set aside some of the metal pieces. See her like cut a bunch of them into like thin sheets of metal into like different sized things. It seems like what is it, like a rehearsed process for her, like she's done this, you know, before and doesn't really like
Mm.
you know you see her like write down some measurement on a paper or something, you know, like measure thing, and just like, you know, sort through, start putting stuff together.
Woo. When she's like, she didn't like succeed in making them, right? Did she?
Mm-mm.
No,
She got close.
they kind of suck
No.
right now.
Oh.
When she's like, mostly, done, I'll say, what was the deal with those crystals?
The ones I found, what, in that cave, however long ago,
Yeah.
when we first met. They are an arcane power source,
Mm-hmm.
so I could use them to power things if I so needed to. A lot of
So you'd
it is very generic, you know.
So would you have like magic in your arm then?
No,
Oh. So what was that for?
Just testing something out.
Testing what?
It's a bit hard to explain, Seal. And boring. Put them in our thoughts that was more interesting, more useful for anyone, yes. Haven't done it recently though. Maybe I'll do it again. I don't know. Don't want to waste it on trivial things, yes.
I mean, I asked about it. I was curious.
Well, that's the answer.
Can I do an insight on her?
Sure. Xerxes, whatever you feel appropriate, you can do.
Got
Deception or
no bonus
persuasion.
again. It's another 5.
Ah!
Okay.
5 Andy.
5 Andy. Seal. You get the impression that Xerxes is telling the truth. He's a little hard to read, but you get the impression that they're telling the truth.
Any like more than that? Like I can't find the words.
I guess she just seems like kind of like not understanding like the question and your interest in it, you know, like she can't really imagine there being much to talk about in regards to all of that. You know, like if she had anything to show you, then she would have shown you, as she had said, but here, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, what?
She like tosses him the like one of the sending stones, and it's like, "Can you hear me if I talk into this?" And she like holds it up to her mouth. Hello, hello.
Hello.
It doesn't really sound like you.
Can you talk into yours?
Hello.
Ooh.
So now I know it's both of them.
Could be like a funny prank or something.
Yes.
You could make it like sound really weird. And not tell the person. And then when we used it, it would sound really weird.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not one for what pranks and wiles and japes and such, but I'll keep it in mind, yes.
Yes.
Oh no. Maybe it has some use, some other application. Prank. Don't prank people. But it's not useful for what I need it for. I want. It's supposed to be for Baxter.
Could be a funny joke.
Maybe on better terms, yes, when things have settled down, I can start thinking about the jokes I'm able to play on anyone. Kind of focused right now.
Oh, can I see Ursat's, like the bug one?
You see her like go into her bag and slot the crystal into him and hold him out. Urso, wake up.
Kind of like shudders. Starts walking around.
There he is.
Can I?
Just-
Oh my god.
Specifically, he starts to like crawl onto your skis.
Can I like pick him up and have him in my hands? Can he like
Yeah.
crawl
Because
along?
Xerxes holds him out to you.
Yeah. I'm
Like-
picturing.
Oh, what were you gonna say first?
I'm picturing like you know those like magic like toy like little like orbs that would like that you would do like little hand tricks
Yeah.
with
Yes, we
and like
do.
move around. I'm like imagining those hand movements, but like I'm just like having a beetle do little tricks.
Yeah. We'll say that's exactly what's happening. As this beetle like
Yeah.
lands in your hands and starts to, like crawl all around your arms. You can just, like
Oh my
nudge its head a
God.
little into your forearm.
Why don't you have him like this all the time?
Well, I like him better when he has thumbs.
You could give a beetle thumbs.
I would prefer not to. The whole point of the beetle is that it is an accurate model of a beetle. I
It
don't
is?
know that. Yes, as close as I could get it to with the mechanical components. It's the whole point.
Oh.
You study biology so that you can replicate it in your machinery, in your workings.
Yeah, you can replicate a beetle and then you could put thumbs on it to be useful.
I don't know how to explain that the physical structures of a beetle make it opposed already to the action of grabbing things in a meaningful manner, as it is already, a beetle. It's not a bipedal beetle. It is just a regular beetle that you put thumbs onto. I can't imagine it could do much in terms of grabbing without falling over on its back. That is why I created a small dragon with thumbs, much more capable, yes, of movement, of grabbing things.
I guess so. You could make like a little like a raccoon too. Or
I'm not interested in a raccoon. A raccoon does not have wings. I don't want to put wings on a raccoon.
a dragon is cooler.
Yes, exactly. Intelligent creatures, yes. I like them
Yeah.
a lot. But it's fun to study insects.
Is Ursat's like an animal?
Ursots is a consciousness, yes. A living being who can take control of an apparatus that I create with the ability to connect to the crystal.
Whoa, like a person?
I don't think I could do something on the scale of a person.
No, like Ursat's.
I suppose so, yes.
You should make it so he can speak.
I mean, it seems a bit difficult. He can read, he can write if I put a pencil in his hand.
He
and
can
he's
write?
dexterous enough. Yes.
Oh my god.
Like a toddler, but he could.
Do you have a pen?
I've always got a pen, of course.
Can he like hold it in his like beetle jaws?
I cannot imagine that he could.
Oh. Why not?
He cannot turn his head in a meaningful way to have it perpendicular to the paper to make marks.
Well, he can just like walk with the pen pressed to it, and then like lift the pen, and then keep walking and like
Do you want me to humor you for a second, Damon?
yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Well, we'll see how this goes. I don't think well.
It's an idea.
Yes, you've got lots of ideas, so she gets like a pen from her writing supplies and like a piece of paper and like lays it down and like gets it wet with ink so that Sans doesn't really have to like press hard, and like hands it, like puts it straight in the jaws of the beetle and just like places him down. It's like, go Ersatz Virtuoso, show us what you are capable of.
Roll me a d20 plus 1.
Yeah. Is this something is this like a Xerxes check or is it an Ersatz thing?
This is an Ursat's check.
Okay. I want to know if I could like give help to Xerxes if it was like an animal handling or something.
I'm gonna have to reset my page.
13.
Can I try and help him, and like if he like starts to
He writes
get
the word cunt.
too close to the edge of the paper, I like pick him back up and move.
Yeah, can we help him?
Yeah.
If you draw a circle around Beetle Ersatz, will he not walk over it?
I'm sure if Xerxes asked him not to.
Roll another. I'll give you advantage on the check.
I meant, you know how like if you draw a line in front of a bug,
Yeah.
it'll walk around it.
Yeah,
Oh.
even better.
4 5s and 4 6s.
He's really trying.
Mhm.
So I need to clarify.
Mhm.
You put the pen in Earthsauce's mouth to
Yeah.
write. Okay.
And he walks. He's not moving his mouth to write. He just walks.
He's walking.
With the
Yeah,
pen
no,
in
I
his
know.
mouth.
I know. Okay. He's trying. He's trying really hard. You see like he stalls for a minute, like not sure entirely what to write, and then starts to make a motion of as you see, it's close. It's almost an H. It's almost an H, and then the H keeps going. And it keeps going some more, and he's about to walk off the page, you pick it back up.
Mhm.
Put it back down. And this is the hard letter. You watch as he slowly tries to make an E on the paper. He doesn't. He's like trying to like walk in a circle without walking in a circle, and it's like three loopy loops before he finishes it. And then he'll walk to the side, and he's gonna try a Y. Which as he starts writing,
Wait.
you realize like this paper's not big enough.
Can I like put down a
these-
second paper?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta get more facilities.
He watches he walks forward, starts to drag the pen down. It starts to get a little loose, but he fixes it. He fixes it with his head, and in the biggest Y you've ever seen
Mhm.
shows up on this page, but he writes it down, and it's just hey.
Well done, Ersatz. How
Oh my
courteous of him.
God.
He wrote it down in common for you.
What did she say?
How courteous. He wrote it down in common just for you.
What else would he do it in?
Oh, he knows Sylvan as well.
Whoa. You should write something in Sylvan. Wait, I should get Kinsey. Can I go get Kinsey?
Sure, why not?
Seal
you-
didn't ask, I asked. Seal
Oh.
just said I should get Kinsey and then walked out.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Did
can
not
go
ask for
Kinsey.
this.
Walk out. Find Kinsey.
Um,
Kinsey, what are you up to?
Kinsey is hiding in a bush reading a romance novel.
Awesome.
He's hiding in a bush. Can I see
Yeah.
him?
Roll stealth check, Kinsey.
Okay.
That's another 6.
Still roll the.
It's a 9.
The greatest
And it's 6
perception check
plus
of your life.
3.
Alright.
I'm counting the base rolls. 10.
Okay.
Oh wow, literally one more.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Kinsey, you're very quietly reading your book. You like flip to the next page. It's getting kind of crazy right now. The vampire war just happened.
The vampire. Okay.
Classic
And-
Vampire War.
I mean, these two soldiers are madly in love with each other, and they are. The last page, they started making out, and you like look. You don't intend to look ahead, but you like your eyes gaze a little bit, and they will make out for the next 4 pages. And as you start like reading this, so you like look over. Kinsey's in a bush.
This is a classic Kinsey behavior.
I walk over and like wave my hand like right in his face.
Can I
Kinsey.
try and hide my book? Can I like slam it shut and try to hide?
You can slam it shut. I think you failed your stealth check.
What? Oh.
Ursatz is writing on paper right now.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Come look. The beetle.
He looks very frazzled.
I bet he's like super flushed too.
Hmm. I guess we'll go look at the beetle that is performing tricks.
Who's entering your tent is both Kinsey and Seal.
This sign doesn't mean anything.
Look, he wrote like "hey" on the page.
He definitely wrote that down, Kinsey.
She's just like sitting there, like with her hand like on her mouth and like pointer finger kind of up on her, and just like in a real thinking position right now, a real
Mhm.
contemplating position as she's just watching this.
Kinsey's a little preoccupied thinking about his book.
Do you have a fever?
No, I'm fine. He wrote. Did you give him a? Does like Beetle Ursatz have the pen still?
Yeah.
He's shaking his head around. It's almost like he's doing like a victory dance over the paper.
Ursatz can like read and write.
Yes, of course.
Huh.
Wait, how do you? Wait, how did you figure out he could read?
I made him that way. And I taught him.
Like when you're teaching him, how do you know if he gets it?
Because when I ask him to write something and he can write it down, or read something and he can read it. He is an intelligent creature.
Yeah. But like he can't like talk. How do you know
Well-
if he read something?
You don't have to like talk to convey that you've read something.
If I were to leave a note somewhere, yes, with a command and he returned to me following the command as the note had said, without my verbal asking him to, then I know that he understood the note, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Can I like go back to reading my book? Do you need me for something?
No, I don't.
I just thought it was cool. What are you reading?
Nothing. I just started reading it. Like it's not, I don't really know much about it yet. I'm gonna go back to that now.
Mhm.
Goodbye, Kenzie.
Can he write more stuff?
We don't have the paper enough in the world to even get another word down,
Oh.
I would say. But maybe when I fix him, get him back into his usual draconic form, we'll see. Doesn't usually do that much. I don't need him to, like, what? Checking ledgers, making sure everything is correct.
You
Remember-
should ask him to write like a little story.
I
See what he says.
If Ursot wants to write a story, then he could do so, I'm sure. I don't know him to be all that creative. I think he would prefer spending his time chasing after reflective shiny objects or looking at birds out the window. These are the things I usually find him doing. He has free access to pencil and paper. I've never once seen him writing a note of his own accord.
Oh. It's playing with the beetle or Sats again, I guess.
Just takes the pen back. Kind of like.
He's like, it's a bit of a struggle. He actually tries to hold on.
Does he want to write more?
It's hard to tell.
Can I don't me Salem don't know how I haven't like seen a lot of like beetles really walking around. How much like control do they have of like their like head and like jaws?
The jaw's a lot. The head, that might as well be the rest of the body.
Okay. Like Arsats, spin in a circle if you want to keep writing.
You see Arsat's like turn towards Xerxes, and then turn back towards Seal, and then do a little spin.
Oh my god!
Zeus sighs so heavily.
He should write something. Oh my god. What can you write on a paper?
What?
You can just put like ink on anything. Have like, oh my god. He should write like a little story.
He is hardly in the state to write a story.
Hmm.
A shiny piece of glass.
He is excited because we have praised him.
Yeah.
He's doing a little dance right now.
Just watching him.
You can continue to play with him.
Point of like of the beetle or such shenanigans, I'm like laying on the floor so that I'm like on like my face is on the ground, I'm like looking at him, you know.
He like moves over to do a dance right in front of you. Starts breakdancing. No.
Whoa,
Wow.
this
He's doing
beetle's,
that.
this beetle's going crazy.
No, he just is a little tramps around. Alright. Is that the conversation?
Oh, do you always like not have a reflection? Or like
What do you mean?
in the magic shop, the like orb thing, you like weren't in it. It was weird.
Yes. And
Why?
I don't know.
I do an insight.
Sure.
Where did I? Oh,
So I'll let you deception or persuasion. Your choice.
I, me, Salem, think that Zeus is telling the truth, but oh, okay. I thought it was another 6, but it's a 9.
Can I please say what you rolled? Please,
Uh-huh.
please look. The last 2 times they rolled 2 natural 20s.
Oh my god!
What would you say that Seal feels from what you're saying, or can see in your face, or whatnot?
Xerxes genuinely does not know why she does not have a reflection. Like, her face is very, like, plain, and she speaks about it as, like, a matter-of-fact thing of, like, yeah, I just don't.
It's weird.
Yes, it is
Keep
weird.
looking at Beetle Ersatz.
He stopped dancing.
Oh.
Steel.
Hmm?
Could you do me a favor? Again.
Yeah. What?
Could you turn around just for a moment?
Why?
Just a little thought experiment. Turn around. You can keep our thoughts in your lap if you so choose.
Like, thinks for a second.
I'm not going to hit you with a fish.
I'll keep Ersatz with me and turn around.
All right. You cannot see me, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe to me what I look like?
Like light blue, and like pink on your face, like yellow eyes. You've got like little like double pupils, and like big ears and curly hair. that's like blonde. And is Xerxes' hair dyed right now? No, right?
No.
No. And you're wearing like a button-up shirt and a vest, and like you've got your arm, like the metal one. You've got glasses. These- right? Like little canines,
Mhm.
like fangs. You've got like teeth sticking out, like fangs.
Interesting. That was easy for you, yes?
Yeah.
You could picture me in your mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Why?
I was just curious. You can turn around if you wish.
Mm-hmm. I turn around.
Xerxes probably had her journal out and was writing some stuff down. You know what's interesting, Seal?
What?
Your face is the only one I can seem to ever remember.
Still's making like weird, not like yeah, like weirded out actually. Really thinking.
I guess that is not entirely true. Yours and Baxter's.
That is weird.
Yes. You should what? Ask your arachnid friend about this. 'Cause
Yeah,
I know I certainly don't know why.
I guess I should. Can I feel like I'm doing like so many insight checks. I don't think Zeus is like lying, but I just want to like
Like vibe check.
yeah, like vibe check
Okay.
her emotions about this.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Roll.
then I guess also if she would be lying, but
Yeah.
I f-
roll
Ooh.
insight check
15.
again. Xerxes, go ahead and
15.
roll another natural 20.
Rolling a natural 1.
If it's
Rolling a natural 1 as we speak.
Okay.
The classic 120.
Seraph, describe how you wish.
Xerxes seems pretty confused and looks like she's got something on her mind. You did like respond how she expected to though. Like that doesn't seem to be like what she's confused about.
Mm-hmm.
That's all a bit strange, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You could say if you want, I'm going to continue to work, or you could leave. It's your choice. I don't really have a what is the word? I don't care either way. It's not the word I'm looking for, but it's the one I remember offhand. So preference. That's what I was thinking. Yes, no preference.
Yes. I'll stay in here for a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Just be careful with ourselves.
Mhm.
In that case, I'm gonna move over to West. Hey, West, what's going on? What are you up to?
Nothing.
Nothing? Not at all?
Thinking about Aether.
Thinking about Aether?
Yeah.
Are you sitting around like the campfire or
Yeah. Is it nighttime?
Yeah, it's pretty much night at this point.
Then Wes is probably laying down and watching the stars.
Okay. The sky's actually really clear tonight. It's
Hmm.
been clear a lot recently. It hasn't been a lot of rain or clouds. Not very often. But it's nice. And as you're like, are you like laying down on the dirt?
Yep.
You hear like a falling of something next to you. You look, turn your gaze over, and see Baxter just laying down next to you.
Wes makes that sound as like a hello, like a sign of I see you're there. You know.
Sage, if you want Kinsey to come over too, you can.
Come on the other side, Kinsey.
Kinsey
Look at the
asks if
stars.
he can sit there first.
Yeah. We're just laying on the ground.
Kinsey lays on the ground.
Out of everywhere I've been, I think the stars are really just the most gorgeous right here on these like hills.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to distract you. I know it sucks that we've always been like a step behind. At least it seems that you all have, and I'm kind of feeling that now. But you'll find him soon. I'm sure of it.
Thank you.
Of course. He goes a little quiet.
West is not entirely sure how to talk to Baxter right now. To anybody really.
He'll start like pointing out different constellations in the sky.
Okay. West is intently listening.
Awesome.
Kinsey's also paying attention.
This one was my favorite as a kid. This is actually the.
Does Kinsey know anything about astrology?
I was about.
Does he chime in?
I think Kinsey is pointing out incorrect constellations that Celsius told him.
Yeah, there's one that looks a little bit like a tree, but it's one of them is like it's actually two different constellations, but Wes was like, "Oh yeah, that's the tree constellation. I always
That's
saw
the
that
tree.
one. That's the tree. I know that one."
As you guys like bring up like the constellations that you know, like as he's like pointing them out, he's like very quick, he's like, no, that's actually. He does agree that that one does look like a tree. He like thinks to himself and he's like, maybe that should be the tree constellation.
Does he agree with the star-crossed lovers constellation?
He hears you say that and he like looks over and yeah, no, that's it could be that.
Is he looking over and just his face is just he can't see Kinsey.
Yeah,
If we're laying in the dirt and Wes is in between, I don't think he can see Kinsey.
he looks over, realizes that he can only see Wes, and looks back up. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, Kinsey, I like that one.
Yeah, Selzid pointed it out to me. He used to just point.
Oh, it was Selvier.
What? What did you say?
Wes said, "Oh, so it was Salzier."
Mm-hmm. He likes stargazing a lot. I went with him a couple times.
Did he always point out the star-crossed lovers?
Yeah. Pointed out a couple other ones. That one's the dinner plate up there.
It does look like the plate.
I think that's the hollow moon.
Hmm.
Huh.
I don't know that Senris was invited.
I don't think that Senris was invited. I think he showed up.
That might be true.
I don't know how he found out, but he did.
And Cedrus pointed out the fish, and it was true. It was the only one that was true.
Mm-hmm.
Senris walked up behind you two when you're like laying on the ground, and like you don't hear him show up, and it's like that one's the dinner plate. That's so funny.
He laid
Yeah, that
down.
one's the fish. They're like, oh my god.
He laid down in between the two of them.
That's what I was
What are you guys up to?
thinking.
What are you guys doing?
And that's the fish because it's above the dinner plate.
Are you guys having a good time?
I've never heard of the star-crossed lovers, Celsius. Tell me more.
Oh man.
Senris is so determined to be a third wheel.
You guys stargaze for a while. That's really nice. Little bittersweet. There's some bittersweet feelings in the air.
Yeah.
What?
We start making up brand new constellations.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one kind of looks like a funny bug. That's the funny bug constellation.
That's
There's
the
like this one that kind of looks like Airsauce but totally doesn't at the same time.
mhm.
Like Dragon
the
Airsauce.
Dr. Flex constellation.
Well, I like
It's
the
just
idea of
an
you
oval.
pointing out. I like the idea of you pointing out one called like and being like, "Oh, that looks like a funny bug. That's the funny bug." And actually, like, "Oh no, that is the funny bug."
That is the funny bug.
Wait, the funny bug is a real constellation now, guys. Let's go. Good.
You guys have a wonderful little evening. Xerxes Seal, you guys are hanging out with Bug or Sots, and
Mm.
Xerxes, you're doing things. You guys just chilling out before nightfall? Full nightfall?
Um,
I would
do you
say so.
just do you just not know what anyone looks like?
Not without thinking very hard about it. But usually, no, I don't.
So how do you know who people are if they like come up and talk to you?
Hopefully, I remember. Usually piece it together after talking for a little bit. Usually have it written down. Try to keep important things like that in my memory, yes.
Mhm.
You know, don't tell anyone this, it's easy, a bit embarrassing. But the first few times Kinsey got new disguises, yes, especially when he changed his hair, I did not recognize him at all.
I think it's they're really good disguises.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, perhaps they were.
It's not that embarrassing.
Can Xerxes try to picture Kinsey right now?
Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
It's so fucked up that these are saving throws and not checks. Oh,
Seriously, do you really focus on because you just saw Kinsey earlier? He's really slipping your mind right now. You don't even know why. Just not really able to find the face.
what if I like describe someone to you?
Sure, go ahead, describe someone to me, see how long it takes me to figure out who it is.
Hmm. Uh, like long green hair, and a little hat and big ears, and an eye patch, and like a snout.
Probably an intelligence saving throw. Xerxes.
Like little teeth.
Oh no!
She's like nodding her head, and then you say little teeth, and she's like,
Actually, as like Seal's talking, it takes you longer than you like. It feels like it should, but it does click in place that this is west.
west of Mossy Rock, yes.
Yeah, his full name.
It's. Even though I was expecting you to describe. I don't know, maybe like someone more humanoid. I feel like I only know one person with a
Oh.
snout.
Hmm.
Should I know more than one person with a snout?
I only know one person with a snout.
Alright, just double checking.
What about like short brown hair and bangs and red eyes and like a fancy hat and like fancy clothes and she's wearing red.
Roll an intelligence saving throw. I had to figure out.
I figured it
I-
out pretty quickly.
Yeah, this is Alexis. Again, takes you a long time, but it takes less time than last time. You hear like the red eyes too, and you're like, I don't know a lot of people with red eyes.
Is the fancy little hat also red?
Yeah.
This is Alexis, yes,
Yeah.
the red girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's exhausting.
Mm-hmm. You could just like never like remember what anyone looks like your whole life.
Surely not my whole life, but I can't remember a time where I wasn't this way.
Hmm.
Cannot imagine that it would have been my whole life.
Seal's really thinking. Do you think it was like that before the Feywild?
I am most certain that this happened after I left the Feywild.
After you left?
Yes.
Oh. I heard that like forgetting stuff is pretty common in the Feywild, so I thought maybe.
It is, but it does not usually follow you out. You forget the Feywild, not everything.
Hmm. So, do you just not remember anything except for Baxter, like at all?
He and the memories surrounding him are the only things that come to my mind with the clarity that I would expect a memory to have. Yes, of ease, where you just can recall something at will.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else takes effort. How can I be sure of what I have or have not forgotten?
You're a
What is-
bit muffled.
How can I be sure of what I have or have not forgotten? How am I to gauge the magnitude, the limits on my own perception using what? The same faulty perception.
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
It's never that much of a problem anyways. If you're living in the same store for 5 years, there's only so much to forget.
Well, like now you're out and doing stuff.
Yes, exactly. It's a bit difficult to keep track of it all. I don't know. I'm just hoping. I've done some reading. I'm just hoping to fix it somehow.
Mm-hmm. I think, I mean, there's got to be like some way to fix it.
You and Baxter being able to remember me is what gives me some hope in that regard. That's a lead. Not sure where it goes, but something to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, I don't care as long as he's fine and he is fine. Alive, healthy, happy.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else beyond that is already more than I could have possibly hoped or asked for. I just want to finish this little excursion, find Apier, head home, sort things out from there.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should try and talk to the Weaver or something. I don't know.
How would I possibly go about doing such a thing?
I don't know. Should I ask?
Sure, go ask. Not even sure the Weaver could be of much help to me anyway.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't trust it entirely, even still. How can I trust what I do not understand? A thing that has its own interests that quite likely are separable from my own. any positive thing, yes, I can think of it having done so far, I can't entirely attribute to the goodness of its heart. There is always a motive behind something, yes, even if it seems altruistic on the surface, even if it at the moment is to my own benefit. I'm sure it. What? It is a spider, yes, it is pulling some strings.
I
What
mean,
in them I don't understand.
seems like pretty nice.
Would you trust any person on the street who walked up to you and seemed pretty nice, Seal? I know it is not the perfect comparison, yes, you've spoken to the Weaver multiple times, it's given you little gifts and trinkets. But
Yeah, it's not the same.
it's not the same. I just don't want to be taken advantage of. It's had 5 years to make itself known to me. Why now? Yes? Suddenly I'm interesting. What has changed?
I guess so.
It what? Told you to find Baxter, but did not tell Baxter anything about me or having forgotten me. This is hardly in my interest.
Well, like, you didn't know that, Baxter forgot.
It seems like I cannot possibly imagine that this thing has been with Baxter for however many years and has not once found it strange that I have not been mentioned. What, it is a thing that lives in his mind and what, I'm not there populating it either? The Weaver knows that I know of him but does not know that he does not know of me, and it has a direct connection to him but not to me, and it knows more of what I think than what he thinks. I find that implausible. And if it is telling you so, then perhaps it is not being entirely truthful. Or perhaps it is not as smart that it's leading you on to believe, if that is the truth.
I don't know. There's more to stuff.
There always is, isn't there? How convenient for things to be simple when you don't need to worry about it, but complicated when you start to question it. I don't know. Go, ask, see what that brings you. I can't imagine much. We'll continue to look into things. Sure, there is a library somewhere with information that I could find some use with. Baxter and I will just have to figure it out.
Mhm. I don't think Seal has anything else to say.
And Xerxes just like continues working. I think right before going to bed, I think she like leaves the tent and like goes to sit in a bush and like the same bush.
Is this the hiding your feelings bush?
Yeah, but
My
for
feelings
somebody in
can't
their
get
feelings, it's
this.
somebody it's sad.
There's like a perfect sitting down imprint here already.
Hmm.
Perfect.
There's kind of like a remnant of gay thoughts just kind of lingering in the bush.
How long is she out there?
Just a few minutes.
Why does this bush smell so fruity?
Can I take Can I take a look in her bag?
Okay.
Not the looking through the bag bit. No.
So you see Xerxes leave,
Uh-huh.
and you just like you immediately like cross into the tent. Like, do you wait till till she's in the bush?
I wait like 30 seconds.
Okay. I don't know how I'd rule this. Because Xerxes is elsewhere.
I mean, she's gone.
She's gone.
Yeah. She's off across in the bush. Kinsey was hiding in this bush earlier. I can't imagine it's
Okay. All right. Still, yeah, you enter the tent. You
a
can enter the tent.
secretive bush.
I thought we were in the tent the whole time.
Oh, then. Yeah, then Xerxes
Like
leaves
we were
and you're
in the
still in the tent.
tent and and Xerxes
Awesome.
left and I'm just alone in here.
Never mind. You're alone in the tent. Yeah. You gotta open up Xerxes' bag. Seraph,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
Oh no.
I mean,
You're gonna be a booby
The
trap.
essence of the Feydark.
let me look at Xerxes' inventory real quick. I mean,
that's scary.
the immediate thing, it's not like, it is a combination of organized and disorganized. There's definitely like a lot of little pockets and things, and you see like there's vials, there's like
Mhm.
little things of like various powder. Oh, you've seen her use this to make smoke clouds before. You've seen her like use this to treat metal before. You see like like boring
Mhm.
chemistry stuff. You see just like the usual stuff like that she's been picking up along the like journey. A lot of tools, and she's got a few journals in there. She's got a copy of the book that Baxter showed you.
Mhm.
L. Baxter's The Feywild.
Mhm.
Um,
I
she's
open
got
up the journals and they're like all in Sylvan, right?
yeah, like you
Damn
open
it.
up her journals, they're all in Sylvan. Yeah, they're mostly all in Sylvan. Like occasionally, you'll see like stuff written sometimes like right next to something in common, and it seems to be like direct quotes from people.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like the first page might also have like common on it. You see there's a lot of pictures too, just like either pencil and pen, or sometimes like watercolor illustrations of like things like trees you guys have seen, maybe like an insect or something, maybe a place. You see illustrations of people. If how like thoroughly are you looking through?
I feel like since it's like in Sylvan, I'm kind of just like flipping
Yeah.
through the pages
Um,
very briefly.
yeah. The one that's full, because there's one that has like a few pages full and then the rest of it is empty, and then the old one is the one that's like full. You see like the first half or so of the book is like seems pretty boring. There's not like a lot going on in here, and then like later a lot of the entries seem like really long, and there's like this is where like you see a lot more of the pictures and stuff, and it's like, oh, I guess this is when she started traveling. You would see pictures of the party members, like illustrations of them, including like yourself and like various Kinsey. You see one of like Kinsey when she first met him, and then like it's got like notes written next to it, and then there's another one of him with like the new hair. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is in there. But she's got her journals, the Feywild book, and she's also got the mirror.
Yeah. They didn't see you buy the mirror, right?
No.
Yeah. Do I
Yeah, you
can,
do
like,
recognize this mirror. Yeah. This is the mirror that Roger showed you. Inside of her wonderful shop, Mirror of the Past. You think of an object, a place, a person. Yeah.
He's also got that weird journal that can't be written in, so it's just empty. You've never seen her use it before.
I wonder
Do you also
why.
have the Fade Dark one, right?
I do, yeah.
What Feydark one?
There's like a journal about the Feydark in Sylvan, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was from the OG cave.
Yeah.
I feel how long has it been now?
I mean, you pretty much like flip through pretty fast. Maybe like 2 minutes. After like flipping through the journal. I assume this was like going like really fast paced. You were like picking things up, like looking through it.
Yeah.
I looked it up. The average time it takes to smoke a pipe is 20 to 40 minutes.
So she's gonna be there smoking the whole pipe?
I guess.
Okay.
Okay, but did you look up what the time it takes to smoke an entire pipe is if you're Xerxes?
If you're Xerxes.
If you've also done crack before.
If you've
I think it might be like 15, maybe. You shave off a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay, wait, Seal, what's up? What are you gonna do?
Um. I want to use the mirror.
Yeah? What do you want to use it on?
Um. I'll think of Xerxes, I guess. I was worried to do it because if Xerxes was gone for like 5 minutes and then like came back in the middle of it and
Yeah.
then like I'm zooming through stuff, but I feel like after like 5 minutes and like Sim's kind of like waiting in there.
Um, I hope the mirror explodes. Anyway, I guess before that, does Seal like try to read in Xerxes' actual journal, because there is like some stuff in common. If you like, especially like in the first few pages, do you think he would have like looked at that or like just skipped through?
Since I've got like a while to myself in here, yeah, I think like in between like the initially like looking through stuff and then like waiting to see if she was coming back, probably would have started reading more intently.
If it's the first few pages, the I don't have it that organized, so I can't like pick out a random quote or something. But if it's like the first few pages, you see that like there's a separate paper, like few papers that seem to be like some kind of a table of content. It seems like really messy. There's like some kind of a table of contents in there though, like that, with like numbers and stuff, but written in Sylvan, so it's like who knows what that could lead to. And then in the beginning, there's like a page written in Sylvan, and then like immediately next to it is like a page written in Common that seems to be like the exact same thing. Just like with some pretty general information of like, you see like the journal is like numbered. There's like it's like written like property of like of like Xerxes. I have it like written down here as like a blurb. I never went and actually wrote the exact thing down. You would see like the address of her store, where that is, like in New Haven, all that information in Tocane. And then you would see some like general information about Xerxes. Like, your name is Xerxes, you're this old, and then like just some basic stuff written in there.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
And that's mostly it. I'll write out a nicer, like a specific thing for you later, I guess.
Okay.
But after that, the rest of it's really just mostly in Sylvan.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess there isn't much other stuff in her bag.
I really need to think about what's about to happen.
Should we take a break?
We could do that. I think I'd like to take the break a little later. If that's alright with everybody.
I don't care.
We could have two breaks.
We could have 2 breaks.
I need to go to bed before like 4 a.m.
We will do that. We will go to bed before 4 a.m. Okay. Maybe with some mood music, it'll all come back around.
I wasn't expecting to be like left alone in the tent for like 30 minutes.
I don't know.
I was hoping Kinsey was still gonna be out there. The Xerxes was gonna go. Like I was thinking about it when Kinsey said he was sitting in the bush. I was like, yeah, Xerxes is gonna walk out and try to use the same bush. But he's not there anymore, so she gets to use the bush uninterrupted. It would have been funny
Yeah.
though, because she
What did
That would be
Xerxes
funny.
think
Maybe
when
Kinsey will go
she
back
looked
to his
over and saw the three of us laying in the dirt together,
She might have
like pointing up at the sky and chatting?
she probably would have had like a short conversation, and maybe I didn't want to
Should
interrupt.
we?
We'll do it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if Kinsey goes back to his bush and Xerxes is in there?
Then Xerxes has to try and hide the fact that she was smoking, I guess.
It's like, oh, I didn't know you were gonna be in this bush. It's like, oh, and they're both like, don't look at my gay book. Don't see that I am smoking.
Because we didn't know that.
The worst kept secret of all time.
I don't think they don't know that she smokes. They know she drinks.
I don't remember if they've ever seen her smoking.
The only person who's seen her smoke so far has been West, I'm pretty sure, in
Yeah,
her
West,
room.
because she's smoking using the pipe West gave her.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So it wasn't like anything weird. It was just here.
Seal. You sit down and you think of Xerxes. And you look at the mirror. And you wait. And you wait. And eventually, this small inch of just swirling smoke starts to flow around the mirror. And you feel like the edges of your vision going black. You look around. And this strange surrounding blackness just starts to collide with you until all you can see is this spotlight to your feet and this surrounding black void in the mirror.
Does this look like the same as like a Weaver dream?
Yeah, it does. You see a tiny little crack split on the edge of the mirror. Very small, very almost like unnoticeable. And you hear, with no face to associate it to, Seal. I thought I told you that was confidential.
What?
There are some things you're not supposed to know. I trust you, Seal, very closely. You understand that, yes?
Mm-hmm.
There is a rule from now on. Kind of like, let's have a deep breath. No. No, never mind. You're right, though. No need to look any more into Xerxes. I have recouped with my thoughts, and it can't be him. Yes?
Uh-huh.
Don't do this again.
But why? Why are you here?
Xerxes, as I said before, is someone I have a very firm grasp with. She's a friend of mine. Well, friend is still quite the strong term, isn't it?
Why haven't you like reached out to her before?
Because that would defy the whole purpose of everything going on here.
Which is
Seal, you're in love with your questions, aren't you? I wish to give your friend Xerxes a future. I wish to save her life. I am not allowed to tell you much more for so many reasons. But if all of a sudden you don't trust me, well, that would be sad, wouldn't it?
mm-hmm. um I mean I thought I was supposed to look into stuff, and
Yes.
it's not Xerxes and it's not Baxter. You remember stuff now?
Something. Some things have come back to me, yes. But I wish I could tell you more than I tell you right now. It's not in my power right now, Seal. Soon. Well, I guess time doesn't really work the same way for both of us. I will make sure you understand. At some point. But you need to trust me right now. Think about it. If I didn't trust you, I could erase everything that just happened from your memory. But I want to trust you. And now you need to trust me.
All right.
Good. Seal. This really messes things up for me, but that's okay. That's alright. You didn't know. My directions weren't clear enough. That is my fault. I'm sorry, Seal. Now, to preserve this trust, you have to be sure not to tell anyone what has happened here. Not Kinsey, not West, not Xerxes. And within all of your power, you cannot tell Baxter. Understood?
Why him specifically?
You'll know soon. You'll know soon. But you need to trust me.
So,
Be-
do you know who's at fault then?
I have an idea. Yes. Yes, I do. So,
Did I
Seal.
help at all with that?
No, It will be explained later. But what you were doing before was helping in a different way. Yes. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Have you ever played chess before, Seal?
I feel like we've talked about this before and I don't remember what. I don't think I don't think he hasn't like played chess. Have we played chess in any sessions? Has it been brought up?
Don't think so.
Seal told Kinsey he hasn't, right?
Yeah. No.
That's okay. It's a game with many, many pieces. You are not a piece, though. Think of it as Millions and millions of possibilities, all colliding. And someone has to navigate through all of those things. I have a plan, Seal. I have the greatest plan I've ever conceived. But you need to trust me. Do you have any more questions?
I guess not. I can't be told anything.
I know what it feels like to be kept in the dark. It never feels like there's a right reason. I'm sorry, Seal. When I can tell you everything, I will. You'll be the first person I tell. Not Dreadheart. Not any other of the few people I have under my ward. You.
He nods.
Now then, remember what I said. Don't let this information slip. I'm trusting you with so much right now. Stay safe, Seal. Let's talk again soon. Yes.
Mm-hmm. How, uh, how do I know that you haven't made me forget that you haven't made me forget anything and I just don't know?
You don't, Seal. But if you'd like, we could make a deal. A Fae deal. A pact. Much greater than our own. That I will never make you forget. And response, you will not tell anyone. None but me.
That's all it does.
That's all. I need to be sure that you're safe. I don't have a lot of ledges to hold on to right now, Seal.
Okay. Let's do that.
You hear a tapping sound and you look down and you are on stone floor. The mirror is no longer in your hand. It's where the Weaver always brings you. And Seal, as you look forward, the darkness slowly starts to clear up. Just a little. Seal. If our relationship is going to be based off of trust, you deserve to know what I look like. Yes. You
I thought
deserve.
you just looked like that.
No. No. I'm different than this, Seal. I used to look normal and then, well, so much time down here. So much time down here, and you start to change to what everyone thinks you are. I'm not like this. I didn't deserve this, but for now, Seal. Oh. Seal. You deserve to see all of me. Salem. Do you mind if I send this picture in muted chat?
Sure.
So, the smoke clears. And Seal, you see, as the smoke opens back, the head that you speak to, like a tongue, elongated, swirling, moving strangely, erratically out of a massive creature's mouth. The face is almost bat-like, with too many eyes, and the mouth with so many teeth as you look within it, unable to process the true amount, or You shake your head, you can't even focus on what's going on. These pitch black, beady eyes all aiming down at you like a spider's, but without order, without organization, just spread out across the face and the head into a massive arachnid frame and body. Weirdly furry, too much hair pouring out of every pore, with all 8 legs ripping out from the form, jointed, clicking into place, with these 2 massive hands. This strange black sludge, very similar to your form of dread, inching off of them, twitching. These pulsing purple pieces in their palms. You watch the tongue slither all the way back into the mouth, as with great struggle, the Weaver of Lies closes his mouth and stands before you. The massive head tilts at you, pain inching across its face. And the mouth opens again. Seal. Not anyone gets to see this part of me. I hope so little people do. I hope this gives reason to trust me.
Seal's just standing like uh quite surprised.
Yeah. If this is too much, you can say. I understand. I always built myself up not to be a monster, but I look like the devil incarnate. Let's make our deal, yes?
hmm what did you look like before this?
I was so humanoid. So normal. People associated me with a snake, with the secretive spider, the venomous bite. I heard all. I felt all. I knew too much. I want to be normal one day, Seal. I want to go home, Seal. Isn't that a normal desire? To want to live your life, not trapped in a cave forever. Is that not a normal want? Or is that too much to ask for?
It's normal. He like nods. He's just like he's looking at the ground.
Let's make our deal, Seal.
Mhm.
If you'd still like to. Okay,
Yeah.
alright. You watch one of the hands, if you can even call them that, stretch down. It's bigger than you, almost triple your size, as it pulls down. And a finger falls close to in front of you.
Seal isn't like talking much, but like the whole time his like body language is quite frantic and like definitely now.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to hurt you, Seal. I never would do that to someone I feel is like me. You deserve better. Shake my hand, Seal.
He thinks for just a few seconds, and reaches out.
The finger lifts up a little towards you. Do you grasp on?
Mhm.
Okay. It feels awful. Weirdly sludgy. You felt this before. You feel this every now and then when you activate your form of dread. But you grasp on, and through the bits of sludge you hold. And he shakes your hand up, down. Our deal is sealed in time itself.
What did he say?
Our deal is sealed in time itself. I'll talk to you soon, Seal. Thank you for understanding.
Mhm. Um, uh, about Aether?
Complete the Dreadheart's task. He informed me of it. Should be easy. I can't tell you right now. But you'll know. You'll know much more soon. And where the task is, you may find another piece of me in Colbanks. All right.
He nods.
If you'd like, I can put you through to him as well. It's your choice. We can do that later, though.
Mhm.
Goodbye, Seal.
I'm sorry you look like that. Bye.
I'm sorry
Sorry you look like that. Bye. I love autism.
Thank you, Seal.
Oh, I love
You-
Seal. I love Seal.
You hear
The
the-
Weaver knows. The Weaver is like,
Yeah. You hear the lightest-
that autistic realness, that
Yeah,
child.
you hear the you hear the lightest little goodbye. Gives you a little
sorry you're ugly. That was me.
It's like, I
Parker's
know
also
what
there.
you are, but what am I?
And Seal, you look down, the floor has changed. You look back
You're in
up, the dark shadows have entirely faded out as you are in Circe's tent. And there's a mirror in your hand.
I'm gonna put the mirror away and I'm gonna leave.
I forgot to describe one of the books, and this one isn't
Oh?
common.
Oh wait.
I was
Let's roll it
thinking
back.
about that. I was like, I feel like there's one in common.
Mhm.
Run it back.
Seal leaves the tent immediately, but going back to earlier.
Mhm. There is what also looks like a journal. This one looks way older and beaten up compared to her other ones. And it's like, tightly like bound and like a leather strip or something, just to like, it looks like to keep it together, because otherwise like it would probably like fall apart if it was just like fumbling around in the book of its own accord with everything else. But not like locked or anything, you would just have to unwrap it.
Mhm.
And I don't know, do you think Seal would look at it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
My head is in my hands.
I feel like the reactions from Josh and Parker are not encouraging.
I don't know exactly what it is why my head's in my hands. Okay.
I just can't believe we forgot about this. I forgot.
I know.
I didn't want to
Okay.
say anything because I had a feeling there was something else in there, but
I always always forget because I remember the other one, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's the same thing. But no, it's
Uh-huh.
not. It looks like it's written in common. It's handwritten, and it just seems like a bunch of notes on the Feywild. And a lot of it looks pretty similar to the book that you were reading the other day,
hmm
but like all the wording is different,
hmm
but you can tell like it's the notes of the same thing, and it's like full of illustrations and stuff of like plants, animals.
hmm
I don't know, do you think you would be looking through it? It's in common.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of it is like the same stuff you were reading the other day, but much less like about towns or anything like that. And it seems mostly just like a lot of stuff from a more scientific perspective. Um, occasionally there's like notes on stuff um, of like things that seem to have happened that day, and it's like pretty boring stuff. It's like, oh, uh, we went to this town, we talked to these people. Tomorrow I'm gonna take notes on this thing, and then it's like notes on that thing. um you see uh you would see Baxter's name written as Leon. You would see Leon. um
hmm
yeah. um Flipping through just a lot of images and stuff. I assume that Seal isn't like all that interested in like the scientific
Yeah.
aspects of things, and he's like skipping them over, and it just seems like a log of like the events. um and then, well, this would be before that point as well. You do see a few images and stuff of the same things you saw that night, of like anatomical things.
hmm
First, of like a lot of animals and different like just anatomical, like you see something that's like a skeleton, you see something that's like a diagram of like different muscles of like a weird deer or something, or like a rabbit, like just like
hmm
weird fey animals that like some look similar, some look like stuff you've never seen before. But yeah, just like all labeled, a bunch of notes in there. Again, like, oh, this joint or whatever like rotates this degree angle, like, see, I don't think he
hmm
cares. He just like,
No.
yeah. You see, like you did the previous day before, like things like elf anatomy. You see different like sprites. You see, you'd see Fearbold in there. And this is all like interspersed, this is like between um, all like other paragraphs of like, here's an analysis of soil at this river. Here is what this town was like. Here, you know.
Man, the music is making this
Mhm.
so much scary.
Yeah. And then you reach a point where it's a journal entry, and it pretty much like writes down what's like that Baxter's gone. Like, Xerxes woke up that morning and couldn't find Baxter anywhere. And then there's more like scientific writing and stuff like that. And then there's like another entry. It's like a few days later. You would presume he's still not there. And there's something written about leaving camp, and from that point, everything in the book is written in Sylvan. And the handwriting, which before seemed like very neat and tidy and like someone with very good penmanship, has like completely just evolved into like scribbles, and it seems like very repetitive. There's like entire pages of just the same thing written over and over and over again. And the rest of the book is in Sylvan.
Huh.
All right. So,
Yeah.
lovely friend Seal. You head out. you leave the tent. Where do you go?
I go to I I was gonna say Kinsey and Seal's tent, but like they sleep outside.
Yeah.
I guess I go sit in the bush. I guess we're all bush babies.
You go to the bush.
Which
Uh,
wait, what bush?
Like the
Do you go to
animal?
the bush?
the
Bush
bush.
baby?
I don't go to the one that Kinsey was in.
Okay. You go to a different bush.
You can probably see that Kinsey is still out with.
You go to the bush that
Yeah, but
Seal
that's Kinsey's
previously
bush.
was like, that's my bush, by the way. Kinsey, you can have that one.
Yeah.
That one's mine.
Yeah.
Go to a new bush. Do anything and just sitting down.
I'm just gonna sit down.
Okay. In that case, hey guys, anyone else want to do something fun tonight?
I
Can
guess
we do that
Kinsey's
quick conversation with Xerxes when she came out of the tent?
I
Uh,
don't think she would have
No.
said much, just like commented on the fact that you guys are stargazing or whatever. But I think when she does like
What's your favorite star, Xerxes? Anyways.
she would answer one of the same ones that Baxter told you about probably. She doesn't I don't think she cares about the fish or the dinner plate.
Aw.
But I think when she finishes, she would like go sit down like next to Baxter. If they're still out there stargazing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go back. I
Baxter's-
didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, Baxter's
This is
gonna.
where
be
I'm
out for a
sleeping
while.
tonight.
I can't believe Baxter's sleeping outside instead of his tent.
Sleepover
Sleepover.
in West's room called the Dirt.
The world is my room.
Literally.
You can sit down with everybody.
Mhm.
Low vibes.
I'm sure glad we've just been stargazing and nothing traumatic happened to any of our good friends.
So glad no one's ugly.
I agree.
so glad there's not an dinosaur.
No one here is an eyesore.
Hey, Seraph, you're doing a great job, okay?
Yeah.
Cheers to you.
Okay. So, unless you guys have some things you want to do.
I don't know where Kinsey's gonna sleep. I don't know if he just falls asleep there or if he goes to his bush.
Oh,
in Torn. That's so important.
Wes
Roll
would put a
the
blanket on him if he
his
fell asleep
bush.
on the ground, so.
I guess he just falls asleep on the ground.
okay.
He's too sleepy to get up.
Wes also puts Kinsey's bag underneath his head so that his
Yay.
head's not fucked up. Wes is used to sleeping flat on the ground, so.
Hat on his face.
On his face. No, he lays on his back like a log.
He probably had his bag to his chest, or like already tucked under his head. I don't think he would have been able to do it very
Okay.
easily.
Is Baxter still awake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baxter's just looking at the stars right now. Seems to be pondering.
Deep in thought. Pondering the orb, perhaps?
Is he wearing the moon ring?
Yeah, is he wearing the
I
Uh,
hope
moon?
so.
The mood ring's actually off right now.
What's the
Aww.
point? You paid
That's
good
so
gold for that.
lame.
You gotta use it.
Yeah.
He did, and then things happened.
Like what?
I
Nothing
can't have
happened.
everyone know that I'm feeling light blue right now.
Can't have anyone know about gay sex.
I can't
That's
let
the
people
gay
know I'm
sex color.
Orpal.
That's why Xerxes is light blue.
You're onto something. I think Xerxes is like sitting. She's not laying down.
Mhm.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. The stars are really out right now. It's nice.
Sorry to disturb you. You're thinking.
No. No, you're fine.
I know you get lost in thought so often.
Yeah.
Just wish I was more like that.
How
Always,
so?
because I'm always thinking of something silly or something to do, you know, work. You know, can't ever relax.
No,
I mention it because it was something you used to tease me about all the time. About just asking me to sit down and slow down for a moment.
asking you to. Sorry, my internet cut out.
To sit down, slow down for a moment. You know, just experience the world around me, whatever.
I mean, it's a, it's a pretty place.
It is.
I get it though. Been kind of busy recently, so it's kind of hard not to get lost in thought about that stuff sometimes.
Yes. It's nice to be reminded to do so, yeah.
Yeah.
Just look at these
Yeah.
stars.
Look at the stars.
I already told stories about us sitting out looking at constellations. I don't want to bore you with the repetition. She lays down.
Talk away, if you'd like. Here to
What
listen.
is there to talk about? I mean, hypothetical question. There's a lot of things to talk about, but
I don't know.
can I insight check Baxter?
Go ahead.
I'm worried about him.
I guess I'll have to roll a baxing check.
No. You should use your inspiration.
Should I? Honestly?
What else are we gonna do?
We haven't even had break yet.
Did Kinsey get inspiration from the queen dying?
Yeah, I'll give you inspiration for the queen
Yay.
dead.
Yeah, we
Oh
all
my
get
God.
inspiration. Wait, the Queen was still part of the Canadian institution. Do I get? I'm
Kinsey
kidding.
gets
I'm
because he's
kidding.
British.
I'm joking. I'm not joking. That is true, but I don't actually. I don't.
It's you're all good.
And we all know Texas is part of the Commonwealth.
It's so annoying here though because like everybody fucking liked the Queen here, and it's like, oh my god, shut up.
So they loved Velvet Throat Liz. Anyway,
And famous for her tornado blowjob.
Xerxes.
Yeah?
Baxter, more than ever, is incredibly hard to read. Not just because he's like presenting himself like with a good mood. He's just it's just hard to tell whatever's going on in his head.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just have the feeling I'm gonna be really busy soon. That's okay.
I know it's hard. Yes, to. I know you like to keep to yourself. You don't like it when people know you're struggling with something, or when there's something you can't handle, or anything. I know you better than I know myself. And it's hard because I'm practically a stranger, but you can talk to me if you need to. If there is anything that I can do to help you, I would do that. I would do whatever I could.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Can I add my
You use your
inspiration?
inspiration.
Go ahead.
Is it a D8?
It's a D8, yeah.
D8, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yay!
What was the first roll?
Oh my god, the number is so delayed in roll 20, I never know if it's good or bad.
It's because it always asks me. It's like, do you want to whisper this to the DM?
You see, like, his brow, like, furrows a bit. And it's almost like his eyes grow, like, even more conflicted as he's just looking up. I'll tell you what. I'll let you know soon. Next time we talk. Next time we meet up.
Okay. I started working on the sending stones like I talked about earlier. I'm sure I'll be finished with them by tomorrow, perhaps. If everything goes well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll keep in touch then.
Do you have any estimate in mind of when you think everything will be sorted out and when we could see each other again?
That's tough.
I mean, you don't have to give me an answer if you don't have one, but
I'll keep you updated on this stuff.
okay.
Things are kind of all over the place right now. But you'll know.
Okay. That's all. That's really all I can ask. I just don't want to lose track of you again. Don't want to let you down again. I don't want you to deal with my mistakes on your own again. It's not fair.
I appreciate it. I think everything's gonna be okay though.
I trust you.
That's all I can ask. Alright. In that case, unless you had any more Baxing to do?
I'm done.
You're done Baxing?
I'm done baxing.
Perhaps, as you guys all head to bed, which I assume is what everyone is doing.
Xerxes like lays out for a little while. I guess would go
Sleepy
back
in
to
the
her
dirt.
tent eventually. She's not sleeping in the dirt. She's a classy
What?
woman.
I have no
Classy
idea if Wes
woman.
just heard that whole fucking conversation or not.
I
Because
mean,
he didn't say goodnight yet.
yeah.
But he just was like, okay, I'm just gonna like go to sleep now, I guess.
A classy woman who was just smoking a pipe in a bush.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Classy.
That's what classy women do.
Yeah.
Someone tell Tivy.
I'll leave it
Okay.
to you. I saw what you sent me.
You did?
I was trying not
Which
to
one?
laugh about it. The soup store one.
The soup's really good. Probably like he was listening for like a few minutes, but then he's like, "Oh, this is like a really personal conversation." Okay, I'm just gonna think about something else and go to sleep, and then he fell asleep. So he
Kinsey-
probably only heard the first couple minutes of it.
Kinsey was like fading in and out of consciousness, and he got a bunch of disconnected words and has made an entirely different conclusion about what they were talking about.
They had gay sex. Kinsey is convinced they just reenacted a scene from the book he just read because it mixed
Yeah.
in with his
Yeah.
dream.
It's like really gay.
It's like, did that happen?
Did that
Did that
happen?
happen?
I feel like there's so much like crazy duality between the Baxter and the Weaver conversation.
Mm.
Duality?
Kinsey heard.
Are
the
you saying
dialogue.
Baxter's ugly?
Anyway.
I didn't mean it. You said it, not me.
Xerxes is the eyesore number one. Number two, I think Kinsey heard the conversation coming out of the mouths of like the two characters he had like.
Oh my god, yeah.
He was like, wow, that was really
A really abridged version of the conversation from them.
Okay. Baxter just lay out like on the dirt for another like hour before going into his tent.
Mhm. Kinsey sleeps in the dirt.
Okay. Seal? Just sleeping in the bush.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm supposed to like do something specific right now.
You don't want to weave on him?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to like press like down on the ring or not, or if like that's like already going to happen.
Is this to talk to the Weaver or?
No, the other
Okay,
guy.
then the other thing will happen.
Okay.
Can press on the ring anyway if you'd like.
uh, I think we're good.
Okay. In West?
Yeah?
What do you
What?
up to? How do you go to bed? When do you go to bed? Where? Where?
Floor. Honk Mimi. Fell asleep during that conversation with Lucy's and back.
This is personal. Sleep.
Exactly. Okay, I sleep now. That's not for me.
Alright. In that case, we're gonna take a quick little break. We're gonna go for like 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Meet up at 11:40.
Guys, we made it through day 1 of travel.
By
Josh,
the way,
make
I don't think we're
sure-
gonna get to any of the stuff I wanted to get to.
Oops. Yeah, I had a feeling.
That's so fucking funny.
Sorry.
It's always
Well,
the times when we're
now-
like going to go do something that we end up having the RP sessions. Some
Mhm.
sessions we don't RP barely at all.
Those
Yeah.
ones
Like,
I'm
not
not
in-
prepared for.
Yeah.
Right?
But see, Josh, what this means is that we can have our next Friday session and then Monday right after.
That is partially true.
I'm not
We also-
entirely sure if I'm even able to do Monday night because I have to go out of town Tuesday
Oh,
morning.
Well,
Well, I can't do a late.
I-
We have to do a short session.
wait, every Monday or just
No,
that
this
one?
Monday.
Okay.
Just this Monday.
We can do a short session. We can do it.
Yeah, because I have to wake up. I have to wake up at like 7 a.m.
It might perhaps make sense to do a short one for that one too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I
Make
will see you guys
sure.
at 11:40. Oh, just kidding.
Make
Continue.
sure, Josh, you spend the entire 15 minutes thinking about the thing I said.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Anyways.
get the kitten's blankets out of the dryer. and
Or
put
I'm
them in
stopping the
their room.
recording.